I wouldn't be playing 8.
Well, on field, the microscopic margins between pain and glory in winner-take-all rugby emphasised in Marseille last weekend when Leinster went down to La Rochelle in the final play of the game.
Right in the
Stuart
middle.
Moore coming into the line, dump tackle by
Offside.
2 Munster defenders, but the offside they come back for,
Never back
and it's
onside.
right underneath those posts as Henderson and Kendallen come together. One thing I noticed in the Toulouse game, Quinny, was that Kendallen suffers no man as Ulster go quickly. Nobody had an eye on the ball.
Watch, he just taps it quickly here. I think it's McElroy, John Cooney out wide, Conor Murray, Demi Dialende.
They've got it retract.
They're looking shocked, but you've got to look up and see what's happening. There was nothing indicated there. He's entitled to tap that penalty.
Coombs goes in, Coombs goes through. Does Coombs get to the line? So
Leave
close. And that might be the weakness of this
Still
Ulster
on it.
side defensively, if you go hard and straight. And now Munster
We'll check that.
plunder
It's off the foot, close to the
underneath
front.
the posts.
Going to see it again. A
Unless
really
you can
good
prove
carry there
otherwise.
by Klein.
Gonna roll the angle.
Just there. I think he got there.
So hits the foot, goes up. So unless you can see a clear knock.
John Klein, the try scores, and Jacko Piper saying the ball came off his foot. Just watch closely here before he grasped the ball and then scored. Well, Ulster have won their last 2 URC fixtures since they lost to Munster in April. Ulster's only home defeat that was in the championship. Lovely hands by Hume to Balakoon. Here's Moore for McElroy. McElroy's all goes through. Oh, that is glorious rugby. Sleek, slippery and clinical as they find the fire breaks in that Munster defence.
Lovely soft hands, wasn't it? And it's that pace going between Andrew Conway. They just got lost there, the Munster defence. But it's difficult to stop that when you've really good crisp pass.
Cooney yet again, McCluskey inside for Vermeulen. Cooney to Ray. Kendallen brings him down. Cooney, Billy Burns, now James Hume outside Balakoon. It goes to Moore, and Stuart Moore, does he get the grounding? That's the question. Look for the width and the pace they have on the flanks.
We have not got a grounding.
Yeah,
Therefore, on field
I
this
don't
is
know
no
if he
time
looks that
unless you can
confident,
confirm.
does he, Fez? But it's very impressive from Ulster. Great pass again to get that width, and Munster just bunching a little bit tight. Hard one to call, isn't it?
Well, if there's no separation, that's a try, and that's what Marius van der Westhuizen is looking at the TMO.
I think it's the other angle we need. I think it's the angle. That angle looks like he's definitely put pressure on it.
So I overturn the on-field decision and award a try.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Good scoreline to protect.
O'Connor's take. Cooney to Burns, and now McCluskey and Hume. What a line from Hume. He's got support from Timoney. And Timoney is away here for Ulster. Is that the knockout punch in this knockout round from Nick Timoney? Cooney, oh, it's charged down. It's going to be a try for Coombs, is it? Gavin Coombs on his comeback after injury.
The ball, it looks like there's separation.
Yeah, just give us time for another angle.
Okay.
Well, that angle does not look quite so positive from a Munster perspective. Watch the right elbow here.
Yes, from the previous angle, it looks like the ball clearly separates from the forearm before he grounds it.
That's correct. You can overturn your on-field decision from try. It's a knock on red.
And it's in goal, so it's goal line dropout.
Yeah, that's correct.
No try.
And boys, those are those microscopic moments. Casey's going to have to use it. In they go low. Ulster hold them out. Casey, Keith Earls. What a brilliant finish by Keith Earls. Kept the ball in his right hand. threw his body in the air.
Peter O'Mahony, when he went over to the referee to ask a question about the penalty.
It's a lovely pass, isn't it?
No.
Goes right across the face of John Cooney. Just gets Earls on the outside.
Just give me a moment, please. I'll
Great
be
line
with you
from
now.
him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yaku, you can stick with your on-field decision
Yeah,
of
that's true.
try.
And it's his 63rd for Munster. He'll be 35 in October. Just signed a new contract. Here's Balakoon. Runs into Craig Casey and also Ben Healy.
Yeah, balls out, play on.
Nudges him out of
Balls
the way.
out.
Casey responds against Cooney, and that's great work by the Munster replacement scrum half. But Ulster it is. Will this be the end of the coaching legend of Johan van Graan? Munster desperate to get their hands on the ball at the breakdown, throwing the bodies in there. Lovely tip from Henderson to Timoney. Superb leg drive from Timoney.
Ball's available.
Doak to Burns. Is this the moment for Hume? Hume rolls his way to the line. But does he get it onto the grass?
Absolutely brilliant from Hume, but what's Ben Healy doing? He's just saying run into this little gap, and you can't do that with a player of Hume's quality. His footwork,
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant from him.
No.
Closing in on the
Here's the
final
ball.
10 minutes, and surely too much for Munster to do here, even if Diarmuid Barron can get there. Madigan prevents him from scoring, but Keith Earls will get in for Munster, and the clock is in the red, and that will be that, and Ulster march forward to the semi-finals, and listen to the noise around this stadium.